Welcome back to the channel, you Kookz. Today we are in Washington, Whidbey Island. Beautiful view out the front.
There were mountains yesterday.
And we just cooked breakfast, but we're gonna get into, we're gonna jump across the other side of the land here, the Olympic Peninsula, and we're gonna go over there. We just made food and we're actually gonna show you today in this episode, kind of like how our kitchen layout works and how we make food and what we use to just everyday van life. We cook meals every single day in our van. We never go out to eat, so we figured we'd just show you how we make that happen. So we're gonna get into it. First we gotta jump across the sea to where the grass is always greener.
Or something like that.
Alright, so we scored some good stuff at the farmer's market and we just hit a hike out here near Hurricane Ridge in the Olympic National Park. If you're interested in checking out our adventures, check out all our vlogs. But yeah, we're just going to show you kind of how the cooking goes down in the van. So first off, we have this stove top here. We like this because we can take it outside. We have like a REI foldable table and we'll set it up outside when we have a nice campsite. We like to enjoy the outdoors. We use just like one of these, like I think they call it like a 5-pound propane tank. And you need like a hose adapter thingy. It just adapts onto the thing down there, and then you put your regulator on, and then it just goes into that, and then it just has like a simple just nozzle you turn to turn it. So the stove's pretty simple. We have this bigger trucker fridge. We never eat out. We're very dependent on making our own food, so we got a large fridge. It's nice because it's got this like freezer.
It's jam-packed with meats.
Full of meats from the market. And it's got these nice like holders for all your
condiments.
Just random things. So
yeah, we like the trucker fridge too, because you can, although a lot of people say a lot of cold air gets out when you open it, and the top loading ones, the cold air sinks to the bottom. But the top loading ones, you have to have it open longer to like find what you're looking for, to find your mustard at the bottom. Like this is, you can see everything just like a normal house. So we really like that.
So yeah, we got the trucker fridge, and then we have a just a small little bar sink. It's made by this company, Dawn. I don't know if you can see that down there. And just kind of a standard faucet. We went with black. We just thought it went with the whole scheme better. We use a lot of these flimsy cutting boards. They're easy to wash, easy to care for, and easy to store.
Yes.
Also, like as far as food storage goes, we only really have like one dedicated like dry food area in our upper cabinets. And then we have these, we built these this summer or this spring, and we keep like tahinis and MCT oil, some supplement stuff, and then more just supplements and yeah, mushrooms, teas, sardines, and then we got our blender. And also sometimes when we're feeling really fancy, so we have this Ninja. It's a 900 watt, this small little food processor. So we got that, and then we can actually power that off of these small battery packs. So this is the Tac Life. If it's 299 watt hours, we can actually power the Cuisine off that if we want, or we have a power inverter. As you can see, it's a charging day here. So
it's very sunny.
It's sunny. We're on top of a mountain getting great sun.
And we usually drain those things when it's not sunny. Like if we need to charge anything like our toothbrush or anything that runs off a regular house plug, we usually drain every single one of those when it's cloudy, because we just don't want to stress the batteries, and the fridge needs most of it.
Yep. And also we have So pots, pans, cutlery, all that lives in this drawer. And we have like a slidable thing. Right now it's pretty full,
Yeah,
but you know how it works.
full of Tupperware.
But yeah, we got 2 forks, 2 spoons, 2 knives. We got more cutting knives because we prep food every day. You're gonna need some kitchen shears, and then we have our like camping style spoons. And then yeah, we got all of our.
We have one wooden thing, one of these. We have this. We could probably get rid of that since Kevin uses the blender.
This was a Christmas gift, and it's probably not gonna be used anymore.
Yeah, but we don't really have much room for anything that we don't use. Like everything we use. Like this is for the Instant Pot when we make soup. This is to make like, you know, tahini. Yeah,
also we use an Instant Pot. It lives in the couch, but I don't need to show you that. You can imagine what an Instant Pot looks like, or you can check out our videos and watch us make some food on it. Also, we do have a better pan. We just ran out of room, so we got just a bigger, like I think it's an 11-inch pan. If you guys know of any good pans, we're always on the lookout. Like you can see this one's already. We kind of want it to be ceramic, like eco-friendly. We don't want any of the Teflon stuff. Like we don't want to worry about scratching it and then like getting toxins in our food. So also we have this cool like collapsible dishwashing thingy, and we use that a lot when we're at a better campsite and we have a water source like a river or a stream. And then for water, they're just these Reliance jugs. One is gray and then fresh water, and we fill those up at the grocery store. If we can get lucky, we'll get alkaline water. So that's just more part of the kitchen. Like a majority of the van actually is the kitchen, you know, like people are like, hey, you're gross, you sleep next to your toilet. And I'm like, yeah, I also sleep next to my kitchen and I sleep on top of my garage. So yeah, crazy. Here's like more, so supplements, tinctures, stuff like that. More supplements. The Van Kookz are on a never-ending health quest, and I don't know about this stuff. We bought it, but we never ate it because it's basically sugar. So yeah, watch out. And then also in here, it's kind of dark, but it's perfect because it's kind of like our root cellar. Yeah. So we got like the onions, the potatoes. More sardines, and just like all canned foods, heavy stuff that gets packed in there. That actually works out great for us because we eat lots of veggies. And also up here we added this spice rack. Pretty basic. We got a video on like how to build a shelf in your van, and this was the shelf we built, and we did it very quick. So if you're just trying to build something basic and get started, you should check this video out. But yeah, just Danny likes to keep it fancy and have all the same bottles, even though we just refill them in the bulk section. So we've kept these for years and we just refill them. And then we got our small hammock that they told us when we bought it in Mexico. We got that in Mexico, and it works good, but obviously you gotta take it down when you drive,
bruised bananas or you'll and bruised avocados.
Yep, and Danny's just chopping. We got this
side table. This is our new favorite. Like you can chop straight on it because it's a butcher block, but I like to have it clean all the time. So if you get this trucker fridge here, a lot of people do battle with defrosting it a lot, and it will drip. Sometimes, so we like to keep our eggs in this plastic container. We just like get new eggs and keep putting them in the this plastic one that we've gotten at one point. And we also have like a second one for when we get a lot of eggs because it leaks, and then this protects everything underneath so that it doesn't get really wet and saturated. So
and the paper ones turn to mush.
Yeah, the paper ones, we've like lost some eggs because we pull it out and it just is like bleh, and like just, you know, dumps eggs all over the fridge. So
also, one other thing is trash. So you're gonna accumulate a lot of trash in your van. We didn't really have a designated trash can spot. So thanks to the Adventure Allens, they gave us this in Baja, and we just hang a bag. And honestly, like, we'll reuse the same trash bag like 5 or 6 times. We'll just go to the trash can and dump the trash out, because here, Oregon, Washington, and California, it's kind of hard to get plastic bags. So we like, when we have them, we'll collect them because we ran out of trash bags.
And yeah, and like that's something that you will notice, and we show you in a lot of our like vlogs and stuff, that whenever we go shopping, we de-trash everything, because when you live in your van, you like really realize like your personal waste and your like trash waste from food. So anytime we see a trash can, we kind of like get really excited, and we're like, we can throw trash away in that. So
yeah.
So just know you're gonna be on the lookout for trash cans.
Also, it's cool to be in the van. We get to travel around, and we get to sample all the organic produce and grass-fed and humanely raised meats. So we saw this Three Sisters farm at the farmers market, and we just got some of their pork breakfast sausage. So
yeah, and a lot of people think that's really expensive, but I want to show you like that. When we were at the co-op, we got this for $6, fully 100% grass-fed beef. I don't think that's that expensive. And we got this for $5, so $5.93, $6. And it's fully grass-fed too. Like, I don't think eating grass-fed is that expensive. It might be like 75 cents more.
We got this magnetic strip here, got this at IKEA, and then we got like our catch-all here.
We used to keep our knives here, but then we just figured it's super dangerous if we ever got into a wreck. Like, that magnet is not that strong that it would keep those knives from flying at us. So now we secure them in the drawer. You'll see a lot of people that do that, but I find it dangerous. Also,
we keep all our cutting boards and our stove top under here. I got all the food on here, so I'm not going to open it.
And yeah, we also use these things. Kevin and I do, like, we kind of make our own spring mix because we can't eat like spinach and kale and stuff. So we make our own, and we put them in these things, and they're reusable, rewashable. We were going through a lot of Ziplocs trying to do that, so we invested in some that were reusable.
Yeah, we got these like silicone Ziplocs here. Lots of Tupperwares and little containers. We try to minimize our impact as much as possible. So yeah.
We shop in the bulk section. Normally bring our own containers, usually when it's not COVID.
But yeah, we're always stacking this thing full. We got these little plastic containers. I think they came from IKEA or something like that.
Yeah.
More Tupperware. Just kind of lets us keep more, and we're, as you can see, we've shopped lots of bulk, so that helps the
and we have 2 bowls. We have all of our plates, so we have 2 metal plates and we have 2 metal bowls, and these metal bowls, we eat just about everything in these bowls. They're also from IKEA. They can fit a lot of food in there, so if you're salad eaters like us and it's always overflowing like us, you might want one of these bowls.
Yeah, also we use these nice little, I think it's GSI is the brand. This is our kettle. We've had this for over 3 years.
And we have this kettle because you can take it hiking with you. It's very lightweight and it can fit inside this. There's a lot of, so we chose a lot of like hiking equipment.
But we don't hike with that. We have a
but that can double basically.
Jet boil. This is great. We also have the show them the French press on there.
This thing, Kevin breaks all of the French presses. So this one has a French press, And it's unbreakable. Kevin can't break this.
Yeah, I've already broke like 3 French presses.
And a friend's French press.
And our buddies.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we have like a little compartment back there for that. And it's all just on normal drawer sliders that have a little push mechanism to lock them in place. So yeah, that's most of it.
That's how we...
Big shout out to Wes. He's like, hey man, you guys just need to go through your stuff and like show people what you have and how you make it happen. So
yeah, Wes was, he's kind of our like first prodigy of our friends that we know that is getting into van life. He did a really good job about watching a lot of stuff and then getting out in his truck and doing it and seeing us do it and being like taking notes. And then he went home, sold his truck, got a van. Now he's asking us a bunch of questions from that perspective. Like, we don't know what you guys don't know. So Wes is helping us with some really good questions. And if you guys have any good questions, like, we would love to answer them. Like I said, we're so zoomed in to this lifestyle that we don't know what you guys don't know and what you want to know. So let us know.
So yeah, it's a typical morning. We start eating around noon and we're gonna get into this breakfast and we'll show you the end product and then we'll see if we missed anything and then we'll say our goodbyes.
Look how beautiful these are. Aren't they so beautiful?
There you have it. It looks like we're at True Food Kitchen,
I love that place.
but we're actually at the Van Kookz kitchen. So hope this was helpful. If you guys are getting into van life and you got questions, leave them in the comments. And also you can message us on Instagram. Lots of people have been reaching out. Lots of questions have been coming through the pipeline. So we're just here to help. We want you guys to be here with us, so like and subscribe.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this was helpful.
And we're gonna dive in.